Well, the co-captains for the Benton Panthers, who happens to be Dennis Little and Jeff Brooks, out at midfield. Nelson, you've been following the coin toss. What happened?
Well, I'll tell you what. I didn't follow the coin toss like I should have then. I don't really know who won what out there. I was looking down at the other end of the field trying to wait to see who's coming on. But it looks like to me that the Panthers will be defending the south goal and will be kicking the football. I hope that's the way it is, but I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I thought you was watching the...
No, I was watching right there to see that, because that's such a big deal to them. The team comes on the field, they got about a 2-story banner down there that they come through, and it is a big thing. All the dads and the moms and pep steppers down on the field. It's a wonderful night for a football game. Here come the El Dorado Wildcats. I want to see the Panthers get with them right from the opening kickoff. I don't know where we kick or receive. That's a heck of a thing, set up here and not know, but I don't know whether we kick or receive.
Well, I called it out of the corner of my eye. I believe the Panthers will be receiving. Not real sure.
South end of the field. That's what I think too, but I'm not that sure of it.
Well, some other big ball games going on tonight around Arkansas, and there's some of those ball games that could affect Benton. The Bryant Hornets playing down at Watson Chapel, and Texarkana playing at Hot Springs. So we really need to root for Bryant.
Bryant will have their hands pulled down at Watson Chapel. I thought they had a good football team. We beat them pretty soundly, I think 20-0 or something of that sort. But I'll tell you what, they got a pretty good team, and my guess was right, folks. We are going to receive at the south end of the field. So that's the way it'll start off. And I'm glad that we're receiving the football tonight, because every second that we can keep the ball out of the hands of the El Dorado Wildcats offense, the better off our score will be in this ball game. We've got to keep it, got to hold it, got to move it, even if it's a little bit at a time, and make first downs and keep the ball away from the, and I know this, you can put this in the bank. I guarantee you we're going to score on El Dorado. We'll score on them, don't you worry about that. It's just if we can outscore them.
Another big ball game, the Texarkana Razorbacks playing at Hot Springs, and we need to pull for Hot Springs to beat Texarkana.
That'd be great.
That'd give Texarkana a conference loss also.
Where are they playing? At Texarkana?
They are playing at Hot Springs.
Great. That'll help them a little bit.
And Hot Springs is starving for a win. So tonight,
I think, and talking to Dwight, told Bob, I believe that if we lose tonight and win against Bryant, we're in the playoffs.
From the way we calculated, we will come in third place.
Yeah.
That's all right. Okay, Kevin Cottrell kicks it off for the El Dorado Wildcats. It goes deep into the end zone, just like we promised. And Coach Fight said, we haven't even worked on kickoff returns this week because that boy will kick it out, and he did that time. That was the longest kickoff I've seen this year. And
yeah, that's deep in the end zone. It's about 3 yards, just inside the field, about 3 yards. But I'm glad we didn't field it, and I'm glad we're starting at the 20. That's okay.
And the Panthers will have the ball first down and 10 on their own 20-yard line to start this ball game out. Panthers moving left to right here in the first quarter of play. Just joined us here at C.W. Lewis Stadium. Robert McNeely split wide to the right. Ball setting on the far hash marks. First down and 10 now for the Panthers from their own 20. Jumper out the middle to Callahan, and Callahan gets out to about the 27 or 28.
I'll tell you what, the offensive line did some doggone good blocking. And I want to give a word right here for Paul Viner. Paul turned his man around the other way, and that old boy big. And Paul didn't get a good shot at him, but he turned around wrong. And there comes Callahan out there limping. Oh, gonna hate to see that.
So Callahan out, and replacing him will be number 7, Stan Carson. That will bring up a second down and 3 now for the Panthers from their own 27-yard line. Tony Wright split wide to the left tackle. Corey Hill gets out to near the 30 and near
first down. First down.
Very rough going.
He came for a first down there.
Yes, sir, it is.
About it.
First down and 10.
There he is. Motion first down.
So we'd like to remind you once again that Monty Cornwell is out the rest of the season with an injury. So McNeely and Tony Wright will be alternating at split end.
About Monty Cornwell, they've already operated on his knee microscopically or arthroscopically. And he's okay. He's going to be fine.
Okay, first down and 10 now for the Panthers from their own 30-yard line. Penalty flags fly before the play is ran. Against the Panthers. No, it's against the El Dorado.
El Dorado. Yeah, somebody jumped a little bit. The way they officiate these ball games, I saw that guy do that, and all he did is move just a little bit. I don't think that ought to be a penalty. I'm glad to get to 5 yards. Don't misunderstand me.
Just over 11 minutes left in the first
we're
quarter
running
play.
out of that huddle like we want to play football.
It's first down and 5 now for the Panthers from their own 35-yard line. Ball setting on the far hash mark. Wide receiver left. Round the right end, Corey Hill, and he's going to be thrown for a loss back to around the 33, 34-yard line.
By golly, I'll tell you what, they're still blocking up on that offensive line. That man got through over here on this side, but they're still doing some fine blocking. There's Callahan back in the ball game. Must just stung his knee or something.
And that's not as bad as it looked. Only 1 yard loss on that. It looked like a lot more.
Right. We just saw we're 2nd and 6. We're just well off. We made 4 on the first down.
Okay, Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. Ball setting on their own 34. 2nd down and 6. It's on the near hash mark. Wide receiver to the left. Another whistle. Another flag. And
called us for too much time. Delay of the game.
So,
we're getting started bad here, folks.
That will bring up a 2nd down and 11.
Yeah.
And a little bit too much time.
I believe they were. I don't know who's watching that, but it must be this back judge back here. He went through the flag at least. I believe quarterback sneak will work for 10 yards. No, I won't now.
Panthers
right in the middle.
Up to line of scrimmage, 2nd down 11 from their own 29-yard line. Ball setting on the near hash mark. And El Dorado fires off sides. Penalty flags fly. And who will it be against?
I think it's against El Dorado, really.
Let's see. Yes, it will be called against El Dorado as Tommy Jumper called a long count and pulled about 4 or 5 El Dorado ball players off sides.
What's happened right here, people, let me tell you something. This is 2 keyed-up football teams. The Panthers are going to get after them tonight. I can tell you that right now. They're using every dadgum thing in the book they can to move this football and keep it.
It's going to be a game of strategy, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like it is.
It's 2nd down and 6 now for the Benton Panthers from their own 34-yard line. McNeely wide to the far side. Ball setting near hash marks. Option play. Jumper. Jumper keeps it. And Jumper gets up close to the 40, but not quite a first down.
That's a good run. I'm not even knowing who's carrying the ball. What I'm trying to do is watch the offensive line blocking, and I'm seeing some good blocking in there. The center, Scott Zodi, Paul Viner, and the tackle over on that side, I think it's Scott McAdoo. And they really did block nice, and it's 3rd and 1.
9 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter. No score. 3rd down and 2 now for the Panthers from their own 39-yard line. Out of the wishbone formation. Ball center of the field. Snapped and fumble.
We lost the ball, didn't we?
And let's see who comes up with it. Yes, El Dorado comes up with it on a fumble. Just a bad handoff between Jumper and Corey Hill. So the Panther defense is going to have to come in.
Break of the ball game right there. That's 1st down, no doubt. And fumble on the play, and you can't give them that ball. Now here's 22. Frazier's the man you got to watch. He's playing a deep man in that I formation.
Okay, El Dorado up to the line of scrimmage. They have a 1st down and 10 from the Panther 39-yard line. 2 wide receivers out of the I formation. Quarterback is Turbofield. Frazier up the middle. Frazier gets down to about...
Come on, baby. That's the way.
They laid him back after a couple-yard pickup. He was running hard, but he ran into a hard wall.
He ran into a wall over there. Kelsey Dedman was holding his own with the whole bunch, and Burnett over there, too, on that side. And Chris Trop is over there on that side playing in. So they held their own with it. Made 2 yards, but that ain't much.
It's 2nd down and 8 now for El Dorado from the Panther 37-yard line. Ball sitting in the middle of the football field. Out of the I formation, Turbofield. Turbofield keeps it coming this way. Option play, and he picks up maybe 2, and that's it.
I tell you what, number 42, Craig Lincoln, made the play. The reason he made the play, he took Frazier, the pitch man. He didn't even look at the quarterback. He came right straight back out there with him. I believe it was 42 now.
Well, I wasn't sure. I thought it was number 63, Bobby Van Cleve.
Well, it could have been Bobby.
I believe that's who took the pitch man.
I don't want to get the wrong man, and you may be right.
But you're right. He didn't even look at the quarterback.
No, sir,
he went and tackled Frazier.
Okay. We got it 3rd and 6 here.
Ball setting on the El Dorado or Benton 34-yard line. El Dorado has the ball. Wide receivers each way. Out of the I formation, Turbofield drops back, hands off Frazier, and no gain. Ken Burnett. What a play. No gain.
Now the crowd's getting in the ball game, and that's going to help a lot.
And that was a simple
down.
That was a simple draw play to the tailback.
Yeah, it was a draw. It's kind of a deep draw, and I saw Burnett standing back in there holding his own. Hey, I want to tell you why we're stopping him. We're playing our linebackers about 3 or 4 yards off that line of scrimmage, and that's helping a lot because they can read and see where he's going.
After 3 plays, El Dorado has made 5 yards.
Right.
It's
Just
now
hang in there.
It's 4th down and 5.
Come on, Panther.
And El Dorado will punt it away from the Benton 34-yard line. There's a whistle, penalty flags.
I believe it's too much time on them.
Too much time.
Yeah.
You might need to check that official's clock. It might be running a little fast tonight.
Must be doing, not giving them, but I tell you, they put that ball in play. He puts that watch in play, I guess.
They are ready to go. And that will help things with Benton as Stan Carson will be the deep man, and he'll go back to around his own 5 or 10-yard line. Just over 7 minutes left in the first quarter play. No score between Benton or El Dorado. It's 4th down and 10 now for El Dorado from the Panther 39-yard line. Little punt angles it out of bounds, and Panthers will have it around the 27-yard line.
Heck yeah, he punted it right out of bounds on 27. Look here, that punt was good for
12 yards.
12 yards. Yeah, looky there. Now that helped.
Now that really helps since the Panthers held them. Really, with that last penalty, they held them to a net yardage of 0 on that series of plays.
And he playing them linebackers off that line of scrimmage is helping a lot.
Panthers 1st down and 10 now, starting out on their own 27-yard line. Ball setting on the far hash marks. Wide receiver to the left. That is McNeely. Tommy Jumper takes the ball, hands off up the middle to Brooks, and he gets out to about the 30 before he is brought down. So Dennis Little is not starting as far as fullback tonight, has that hurt ankle.
Yeah, and I hate to see that. Dennis is a good football player. Of course, Brooks is playing well, too. Brooks is playing good football.
It will be 2nd down and 8 now for the Panthers from their own 29-yard line. Clock running just under 7 minutes left in the first quarter. No score between Benton or El Dorado. Panthers up to line of scrimmage. Jumper, the quarterback. Option play to the right. Pitch out Corey Hill. Hill is going to be caught and brought down right around the line of scrimmage. He might have lost a little bit, but not very much.
He stiff-armed number 54 and got by him, but he couldn't get by them other 2 men.
By the time he did that, the pursuit had already closed in on him.
With him. No gain on the play. We got 3rd down. I guess we're going to try to throw it here. I hope we do. I noticed in the paper Jumpers passed for about 1,000 yards this year.
Doing real good.
Yeah.
6 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter play. Panthers 3rd down and 8 from their own 29-yard line. Wide receivers to each side. Jumper back to pass. Little screen pass. Callahan has it, but he only gets out to about the 32.
Yeah, got good coverage by number 33. And I think that hurt Callahan a little bit, but I'll tell you one thing. He made it at 33 walk around dottle-headed.
And that is Craig Clemens of El Dorado, number 33. So the Panthers will have to punt it away as they come up on a 4th down and 5.
We've got a great kicker in this boy, Tony Wright. This boy can kick that football.
And look out, because number 23, Frazier, is returning it. There's the punt. It's going to go away from him. It's going to hit, and it bounces down around the 35.
Look at there.
Good
That's
punt.
A good kick. That's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35-yard kick with no return. That's a good kick.
So El Dorado 1st down and 10, starting out on their own 35-yard line. Clock running with about 5:25 left in the first half of play. No score between Benton, El Dorado. Big ball club or big ball game. Panthers need to win to guarantee a spot in the conference playoffs. 1st down and 10 now for El Dorado from their own 36-yard line. Wide receivers each way, out of the I formation. Handoff Frazier, left tackle.
That's a way to play.
And a pickup of only about 2 yards.
80's coming out of there, Scott Long. Let's see who else. Corey Hill was on top of the play. Callahan was in on it, and so was Bobby Van Cleve there. So that's pretty good football.
Now,
Stop that boy.
We're holding Frazier. You got to remember, this is a guy that is averaging over 150 yards per game, averaging. And what a ball player. He had 180 last week against Bryant for 3 touchdowns. It's 2nd down and 8 now for El Dorado from their own 38-yard line. Turbofield, the quarterback. Little pass across the middle, fires it. Almost intercepted by Brooks on the 50, but not quite.
It went through number 8's hand and hit Brooks in the chin. And he just wasn't ready for that. He was fixing to tackle the receiver. That brings it 3rd and 8, Bob.
4 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first quarter of play.
Yeah.
No score here at C.W. Lewis
Man,
Stadium.
I want you to watch out there. Watch them linebackers line up 3 to 3.5 yards off that football. They can read what's going on. One thing that time, Callahan jumped up and put his hand in there and didn't deflect the ball, but he scared him.
3rd down and 8 now for El Dorado from their own 38-yard line. Turbofield drops back to pass, looks downfield, fires one down there, and it's going to be incomplete. The closest man was number 42 for Benton, Craig Lincoln.
I just stood he didn't intercept that. That ball was to the 15-yard line. I'd rather for him to have to kick it. What a defense we're playing. Come on, Panthers, you're playing defense. And this is what I say we got to do.
Out of 2 possessions now for El Dorado, they have picked up 2 yards.
There you
2
go.
yards.
There you go.
4 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first half of play. El Dorado will have to punt it away. They have 4th down and 8 from their own 38-yard line.
That's no good either.
Out at about the 38-yard line of Benton. So Benton will come up with good field position. No, it's going to be close to the 40. Have to wait and see where they spot it.
Well, they're putting it way back down at 38, but I thought it was about the 40-yard line. But regardless, let's get it there and go.
Well, you know why El Dorado apparently doesn't have a good punter. It's because they rarely have to punt it so far this year.
That's right. They don't have to practice kicking. But I'll tell you what, that's helped us so far.
Okay, 1st down and 10 now for the Benton High School Panthers, starting out on their own 37-yard line. Out of the wishbone, wide receiver to the right. That is McNeely. Ball put into play. Option play right side. Jumper finds a hole, 45, 50. And 1st down for the Panthers at the 50-yard line.
Crowds in this ball game. Jumper picked up 13 yards on that play. He kept it instead of pitching back, and that really does help.
And Tommy looked a little bit quicker on that play.
Yeah, Bill Fogey's been in that ball game just coming out there. Yeah.
4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first quarter. 1st down and 10 now for the Benton High School Panthers on the 50-yard line. Wide receiver to the right. Out of the wishbone, jumper. Up the middle to Dennis Little, and Little picks up 3 or 4 down to about the 47. Yeah, he's in on that play.
Yeah, he's in there. He got about 3 or 4 yards, too.
And he kept a chugging and
that's what
picked
he
up that
does
extra
so
yard.
well. He keeps his leg moving. And
They spun him around, but he kept digging.
Yeah.
3 minutes and 45 seconds left in the first half of play here at C.W. Lewis Stadium. It will be 2nd down and 7 now for Benton from the Hot Springs 47. Wide receiver to the left. Tied in right side. Hand off. Dennis Little, 1st down, and he gets down around the 38.
1st down. I'll tell you what, we're playing the heck out of them. We're playing football with them, people. We're getting after them.
Dennis Little.
Come on, Panthers.
Dennis Little picked up a quick 10 yards or so on that play and a 1st down for the Benton Panthers. With 3:24 left in the first quarter, it's 1st down and 10 now for the Panthers on the El Dorado Wildcat 39-yard line.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. Tony Wright is wide to the left. Ball sitting in the middle of the football field. Out of the wishbone, Tommy Jumper, the quarterback. He's number 4. He's a junior. And offsides against El Dorado, I believe.
Yeah. Oh, I know it is. It's El Dorado.
Of course, El Dorado pointing at us.
Oh, well, they always do that. They'd love to make it be us. Now you got that big boy out there. He gonna get mad and tell the referee, and he'll get 15's what he'll get. Come on. I tell you, that's by design in case you don't know it.
Yeah, it certainly is. Apparently, El Dorado quick
There's
to
a little
shoot the
head
gun.
shaking going on by the quarterback.
Just over 3 minutes left in the first quarter. It will be 1st down and 5 now for the Panthers from the Hot Springs, or El Dorado 34 rather. That's El Dorado. Jumper takes the ball, option play, keeps it, finds some room, and he has a 1st down to around the 27 or 28-yard line.
We're making them big boys look like a little boy here in this ball game. We're running the football on. That jumper kept that ball in. He cut up field, and he looked like a little unsure of himself when he cut, but he kept going. I believe he's hurt a little bit out there in the huddle. Looks like it.
Clock running with 2:45 left in the first quarter. No score between Benton or El Dorado, but Benton has a 1st down and 10 at the Wildcat 28-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, jumper, hands off Corey Hill up the middle, and he gets down to about the 25 or 26.
Yeah, they're watching for Corey Hill. Of course, everybody knows about him. But even at that, he made a few yards there. He got No, he didn't make too much. 2 yards, I guess, 2.5 maybe.
Just like everybody on Benton's defense is keying on Frazier, well,
Right.
they do the same on
Right.
Corey Hill.
Right.
2 minutes, 15 seconds, clock running here in the first quarter of play. Live from C.W. Lewis Stadium in Benton, Bob Edmondson and Nelson Rainey on KAKI K107. It's second down and 8 now for the Panthers from the El Dorado 26-yard line. McNeely wide to the right. That's the short side. Option play. Keeper cuts upfield. Jumper picks up a couple of 3.
Oh, boy, if he had given that ball to Dennis Little, he'd have been gone. He broke wide open there. I thought for a second he had handed it to him, but he hadn't. Now where we stand, Bob?
Third down and about 6, I believe, when they spot the ball.
Well, we're down there close, but it's not close enough for a field goal effort yet. Boy, if we could hit one right here for a first down, it'd help.
Minute 28 left in the first quarter of play. Third down and 5 now for the Panthers on the El Dorado 23-yard line. Tony Wright wide to the right. Jumper up the middle to Callahan. Picks up only 2 or 3.
Oh, I don't know what we're going to do here. Am I off?
You're okay. You just need to. You're a little short
okay.
there, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, but anyhow, it will bring up a fourth down and 4 now for the Panthers at the El Dorado 21-yard line.
We're going to go for it. That's exactly what we ought to do.
Because
shoot, yeah.
That's the one thing Panthers aren't strong in is that kicking game. So the Panthers going for it. Fourth down and 4 from the El Dorado 21-yard line. McNeely wide to the right.
Oh, Corey started too quick.
Penalty flags fly.
Well, really, that he was running laterally, but he stopped. I guess it was a penalty, though. 5-yard penalty.
Yeah,
Corey
because
was
he
running laterally. There was going to be a pitch out to him, I believe, or either jumper is going to keep it and cut up the field.
So that will be a 5-yard penalty against the Panthers.
They took Corey Hill out and going to put somebody in. I don't know who.
Well, it looks like a little bit of confusion. There's a timeout on the field. Let's take our own timeout. We'll be back at C.W. Lewis Stadium in 1 minute. And we are back live, and the Panthers are going to go for a field goal. The ball is at the 27-37, so it's going to be right around a, 40-yard field goal, as the ball will be put down right around the 34. It's up, and no good. No good. Real short, way short, matter of fact.
Yeah.
So the Panthers have a good drive, but they come out with no points on that particular set of downs.
If we'd have stayed on 4th down and 4, we'd have had a chance of throwing that ball for a short pass. But as it was, I tell you what, we've won this first quarter of this ball game. I don't know how many seconds. It looked like 29 or something. But so far, we've won the first game, the first quarter of the ball game.
Okay, El Dorado has a first down and 10 now, starting out on their own 20-yard line. About 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Pitch out to Frazier, right side. He picks up 10. First down, and he's up to the 40. And finally brought out around the 43, so a big
run. They got flags. They held Stan Carson over on the outside. He tackled Stan to keep him down.
Either that or clipping around that area.
No, his hold. It was hold. You could see it.
So that will nullify that big play by El Dorado. And
well, he'd have got him. He'd have had him 5-yard loss if it hadn't been that he held him.
I believe Eric Land, number 89, is going to be the one who is guilty of holding. He was playing tied in on that side.
Yeah.
Right around 22 seconds left in the first quarter. No score between Benton or El Dorado. And that will be a big 15-yard penalty for holding against El Dorado. And instead of being up on the Panther 45, they are back on their own 11-yard line.
We need a fumble here is what we need. Right here, we need to get the football somehow.
What is that? First down 19. First down and 19 for El Dorado from their own 11-yard line. Out of the I formation, Turbofield, the quarterback, with a very long count. Frazier up the middle.
Wow,
whoa.
He got hit in the backfield.
About
22, Callahan, Ken Burnett, and Kelsey Dedman made maybe a half a yard. Look yonder. Didn't move it hardly any.
Maybe 1 yard at the most. Yeah. Oh, good play by Benton's defense. Well, let's see. They're going to call it 2 yards.
Hey.
But it still brings up a second down and 17. That's the end of the first quarter of play.
We won
no
that
score
quarter, folks.
between Benton and El Dorado. We'll be back in 1 minute. It's second down and 17 now for El Dorado, back in their own 13-yard line. There's a pass almost intercepted by Brooks, and it's going to be incomplete.
That was touchdown for the Panthers if Brooks had caught that one. But there again, it wasn't Brooks' fault. That man jumped out high, tried to catch the ball. It went right through his hand. And, of course, Brooks, that's just like trying to be a catcher. You can't. Some people can't catch it. I couldn't. But listen, on that last play of the first quarter, we hit that Frazier hard enough, and he wasn't in there. Now here he comes back. But he's got his legs stung a little.
Just started the second quarter play here at C.W. Lewis Stadium. Live on K107 FM. No score between Benton or El Dorado. Big 4A South ball game. It's third down and 17 now for El Dorado from their own 13-yard line. Out of the I formation, there's penalty flags. What, too much? Yes, too much time. That's the third time so far in this game. Two against El Dorado, one against Benton.
Further enough to get one complete and make a first down. This is going to bring it back to about 3rd and 24.
Just started the second quarter of play. It will be third down and 22. Third down and 22 now for El Dorado. Back on their own 8-yard line. They started out on their own 20 with a first down and 10. They're up to the line of scrimmage. A flanker and split in wide to the left. Out of the I formation. Quick pass out to the right side is complete. But we're going to get him down about the 20, and they're going to be about 10 yards short of a first down. And in that situation, we could easily give up 10 yards.
Heck yeah, give up 10. I say they got to kick it now.
And that was number 23, Terry Davis, who is said to be a clone of Frazier. So we'll have to wait and see on that. They're supposed to be just about identical as far as capabilities and running. So that will bring up a fourth down and 8. Fourth down and 8 now for El Dorado. Ball spotted on their own 22-yard line. There is a good
no kick.
But the punt is bad.
Watch it go the other way.
It's going to bounce down at about the 48-yard line, right around the 48.
Yeah, we got good field position. That's their 48, not ours.
Right. So
well, I tell you, with that kick, it ain't no good for them. See, what do you have then? What kick? 20-yard kick?
Kicked it from the 22, made it up to the 48. They made 2 yards so far in this ball game. El Dorado have made a net gain of 4 yards on offense after all the penalties and such as that.
Dwight Fight knew what he had to do. I still believe we can score in this ball game.
Benton Panthers have the ball. First down and 10 on the El Dorado 49-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, out of the wishbone. Jumper. Keeps the ball, option play, lots of room, down to the 40, 35, 30, and down to about the 27, 29-yard line to be exact.
I tell you what, he runs a little bit like a fire plug, all one place. He wouldn't catch a real fast man, but he's effective. He gets the job done, and that's what he did on that play right there.
I think Jumper has that speed that you would classify between slow and fast, and it throws everybody off.
Something is, he gets by with it.
He looks like he's kind of in slow motion, but he's really long-legged, being 6'2".
Now they're playing their linebackers off.
First down and 10 now for Benton from the El Dorado 29-yard line. Ball put into play. Corey Hill right tackle, and rough going as Corey picks up 1, maybe 2 yards, if that much.
They're wrestling him around pretty hard out there. They'll get a 15 out of that in a minute. They blow the whistle, and then they just keep going and really sock him on that ground.
As you can probably tell, the crowd is really in this ball game. We have a microphone outside for crowd noise, but tonight they're so loud we've got it turned off.
Yeah, they're after it tonight.
10 minutes, 33 seconds left in the first half of play. No score between Benton or El Dorado. Benton second down and 9 now from the Wildcat 28-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, out of the wishbone. Jumper. Keeps the ball, bootleg left side. He's going to run it down to the 25, 20, 15, down around the 13-yard line.
I believe he knocked him out, didn't he? Oh, up he comes.
Penalty flags.
Up he comes.
And it's going to be
15 against them.
Looked like a late hit.
It's against them. It's against them. The ball is now on about the 12 or 13-yard line. So it's going to move to about the 6.
I want to tell you something about that play. Jumper was rolling out the pass. He started to pass it. Scott Long was about 10 yards down in front of him, and Scott was waving for him to come on and run it because he had more room to run it than he did pass it.
Scott blocked the man that would have gotten him.
That's right.
Give him another 10 yards. All right, now, Panthers, you're going to be inside the 10. I'm ready for a touchdown.
And what made that play happen is right after right after Jumper faked the handoff to Corey Hill going to the right. A man from El Dorado nearly got him, and he ducked under him, and it really threw the play off. So penalty against El Dorado. It will be first down and goal to goal at the El Dorado 7-yard line. Just over 10 minutes left in the first half of play. Benton Panthers first down from the El Dorado 7-yard line. Wide receiver to the right, out of the wishbone. Jumper keeps the ball, pitches out. Corey Hill, touchdown!
Touchdown! Touchdown! Corey Hill. He kept it till the last second, pitched it out to Corey, and he made him look funny-faced. Holy smoke! Look at him go tonight. Boy, that is something else.
You could not have ran that any better.
You couldn't have played it any better than that.
No way.
No. Now let's get an extra point, please.
Let's listen to the band. Boy,
we're getting in this ball game. Everybody's in it.
So with just over...
I never saw a team playing better football than we're playing. We may get beat. This game's not over. Of course it's not.
Just over 10 minutes left in the first half of play. The extra point is up and good.
Good.
Our score is Benton's 7, El Dorado nothing. We'll be back in 1 minute. And Bob Edmondson, Milson Rainey back live. Here's the kickoff. It's going to be a squib kick rolling down to the 20.
They had to fall on it on the 20-yard line. That's as good as kicking it in the end zone. Sure. Frazier did it. Hey, let me recap that touchdown play.
Okay.
We both got excited. I'm not too sure. Some of these old boys out there now go listen to this thing. They don't even know what happened. We lined up in the wishbone. Jumper took the ball, faked to the fullback going in the line on the belly series, went wide right. And they were closing in on him fast, 3 men. At the very last second, he pitched it out to Corey Hill, and he just trotted in for the touchdown. Perfect play for us.
First down and 10 now for El Dorado from their own 22-yard line. Out of the I formation, Turbofield, long count. Frazier left tackle. Ooh, stuck him. 2-yard pickup, and that's it.
Holy smoke of mercy.
Who was that?
They hit him. Corey Hill was first man hit him, I believe.
Corey Hill playing that linebacker. Panthers are really fired up, boy.
Yeah, they're going after it.
9 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half of play. Our score, Benton 7, El Dorado 0. It's second down and 8 now for El Dorado from their own 24-yard line. Wide receivers each way. Out of the I formation, Turbofield, the quarterback. He's a senior. Handoff up the middle to the fullback in 1 or 2 yards, and that's it.
Hit him. Scott Long hit him first, along with Callahan and Corey Hill. Now, see, the reason that they're being able to do that, they're playing off that line of scrimmage, and they can see where he's going before the play develops. And then they can get there in time to get him.
And that was number 34, Roderick Kemp. And he picked up a little bit more yardage than what we thought. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and 3.
That's Frazier going out of the game. That 23's back in there.
3rd down and 3 now for El Dorado from their own 29-yard line. Little pass across the middle, incomplete.
Boy, Corey Hill almost intercepted that dude for a touchdown. They passed. Corey Hill came across in front of that 260-pound tight end. Now, can you imagine that? 260-pound tight end. Almost intercepted, knocked down. Now they got a kick. We get the ball again.
He looked like a basketball player.
Yeah, you
jumping
know
up to block that one.
It helps me here is this non-kicker they've got. He don't scare me any.
Really a poor punter, and as we said earlier, El Dorado has not had to punt it this year that much. This is a team that scores 30-something points a game.
Now, got one
he boomed one then, taken at the 25 by Carson, up to the 30, still running at the 30 and knocked down at about the 31.
I'll tell you one thing, we laid some people on the ground. We laid some people on the ground.
I'll tell you what, let me mention this guy. Rod Bowen, he did a great job. He laid out number 32, Bobby Creed, for them like a loaf of bread. Good blocking.
I just can't say enough for the way the Panthers are playing tonight.
8 minutes, 25 seconds left in the first half of play. Our score, Panthers 7 and Wildcats 0. Panthers have the ball. First down and 10 now from their own 31-yard line. Wide receiver to the left. Jumper takes the ball, hands off Callahan, and off a left tackle. He picks up 2 or 3. A fumble.
Callahan fumbled the ball, and they got it. Doggone, boy, our work is cut out for us now. That's on the 30-yard line where they got that ball.
Well, I don't know how that happened.
Well, he got hit hard as he came in the line there.
Well, they'll just have to. That's the second fumble of the ball game for the Panthers. Last time we gave it to them at about the same place and held them. So Panthers had their work cut out for them. It's first down and 10 now for the El Dorado Wildcats at the Benton Panther 30-yard line.
Let's get it back, Panther.
Out of the I formation, Turbofield drops back the pass, looks downfield. It's complete at the 20, down to the 15, and a first down around the 15 for El Dorado.
I will tell you, that's the first time I ever saw an official nearly get hit in the head with the ball. That official on the other side was right between that receiver and the ball. He almost got hit.
And that's by far the longest play by El Dorado. And they picked up right around 16 yards on that, so they have a net offense now of about 20 yards. But the thing about it is they have a first down and 10 at the Panther 14-yard line after a fumble by the Panthers on the 30-yard line. Out of the I formation, Turbofield, long count.
Make them work.
Up the middle to the fullback, and he gets out and down around the 10. He's inside the 10. That's number 34, Roderick Kemp.
Yeah, that was a good run by Kemp. Ran right up our middle, too.
7:25 left in the first half of play. Benton Panthers 7, El Dorado Wildcats 0. But El Dorado right now has a second down and 2 from the Panthers 6-yard line. El Dorado up to the line of scrimmage. Wide receivers to the left and to the right. 2 men in the backfield. They're lined up in the I formation. Number 10, Turbofield, the quarterback. Up the middle to Frazier. Touchdown. As he went into the end zone untouched. Number 22, Stacy Frazier.
We laid everybody, they laid us on the ground that time. They opened a hole in the line and then knocked our secondary down. He didn't have nothing to do but trot in there.
It's really sad. The Panthers worked so hard for their touchdown, and we practically gave this one to El Dorado.
We gave it to them, but you want to know something? We're playing what I think is the #1 team in the state, and we're still tied with them, and they don't like much being the half.
That is right, and we have worked for ours, and, you know, we fumbled it twice, so that ought to be all the fumbles we have this ball game.
I hope so.
There's the point after it's down. It's up, and it's good. Our score, Benton 7, El Dorado 7. We'll be back in 1 minute. Back live at C.W. Lewis Stadium. There's the kickoff by El Dorado. It's going to be deep into the end zone, and McNeely will down it there. Panthers will take over first down and 10 at their own 20 with just over 7 minutes left in the first half of play, tied up at 7-7. And as Coach Dwight Fite said, El Dorado is rated number 2 in Arkansas, but he said they were vastly underrated. They should be number 1.
They're number 1. And I'll tell you what, they know they've been in the ball game so far tonight. And I don't think we're through. I think we're going to keep going on it.
Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. First down and 10 from their own 20. Jumper is the quarterback. Wide receiver left. Quick count. Back to pass. Jumper fires it. It's going to be complete to McNeely at the 35, and a first down and 10 for the Panthers. And they were telling me that McNeely hasn't dropped a pass this week in practice.
Well, that's great. That one was right into his body, and he hugged it in there. And there's a 14-yard pick. No, a 15-yard pickup. And that really helped us right there, getting out of that hole down there.
Just under 7 minutes left in the first half of play. Panthers first down and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Wide receiver to the right. Jumper, the quarterback. Up the middle to Callahan, and nothing there. Excuse me, I believe that is Little. And nothing there. He was smothered.
He's smothered over there on that side. No gain on the play. That was Little. But There again, you can't gain them every time out of Wishbone, but
you got to run that play to keep them honest.
Right, you got to run that fullback a lot.
Just like he ran it earlier and picked up 11 yards.
Yeah, right.
6:15 left in the first half. Second down and 10 now for the Benton Panthers from their own 36-yard line. Wide receiver left, McNeely. Jumper takes the ball, hands off Corey Hill, right tackle. Hill gets out to about the 38, 39-yard line.
They're really playing Corey Hill. When they see that he's got the ball, they all start toward Corey Hill.
I would probably say that the front defensive line for El Dorado probably averages 250 to 260, a big set of boys.
Like a college football line. And
they're bigger than New Mexico State.
Yeah.
Third down and 6 now for the Benton Panthers from their own 39-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, out of the wishbone, number 4, Tommy Jumper with a long count. Takes the ball, hands off up the middle to Little, and he picks up a couple of 3, but it's going to be short of a first down. They needed to get out to the 45. They made it to about the 41. So it's going to be short about 4 yards with about 5:15 left in the first half of play. We're all tied up at 7-7.
I was kind of hoping we threw on that play there because I didn't think we could run and make it, but maybe he knows what he's doing. Maybe that is the thing to do because if we can set him way back down there and hold him again, we'll have a better chance at it.
Tony Wright back to punt. Gets a good one off. It's going to be taken at the 25, up to the 30, 35, up to the 45, 50, and
he's
down.
Gone.
It's going to be a touchdown.
He's gone.
For El Dorado.
We didn't play it right over on that sideline.
And that is Perry Davis, and he picked it up on his own 25 and ran it back for a touchdown. So that's 75 yards for El Dorado on that punt return.
We just didn't play it right over on the other sideline. We'd have had him over there. We played bad on that play.
And I hate that because they really haven't played good ball. Just a couple of good plays. Yeah. And I hope it doesn't get the Panthers down because they can definitely play with El Dorado. They can.
They can play with them because they have done it.
This seems like El Dorado can get that big play. Extra point is up and good. Our score, El Dorado 14, Benton 7. We'll be back in 1 minute. And we are ready for the kickoff by El Dorado. It's going to be a long one, and McNeely is going to down it in the end zone, and the Panthers will have it first down and 10 from our own 20. And the Panthers have about 4:45 left in the first half of play. What they need to do is mount a drive and get a score.
We shot ourselves in the foot on that touchdown run. Let's don't do it again for the half. We're still in the ball game at 14-7. But now if we do something wrong here, and it gets to be 21-7, we just about out of it then.
First down and 10 now for the Benton Panthers from their own 20-yard line. Wide receiver to the right, Tommy Jumper, the quarterback. Option play to the left. Jumper keeps it, and he picks up a couple of yards on that play. Penalty flags fly, and...
Well, that big number 59 speared him with his helmet. That's 15 yards. They're playing dirty football out there. They're trying to hurt us.
I noticed that a while ago.
Yeah, well, we can play that way, too. That's 15-yard penalty. That's all right. That's kind of a dumb, stupid thing for a football player to do anyway.
Well, that's true because he did it right in front of the, well, not one or two, but 3 officials. And El Dorado wants a timeout. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Panthers ball first and 10 from their own 35-yard line.
Coaching staff.
First,
I'd put them off that field.
First down and 10 now for the Panthers from their own 35-yard line. Out of the wishbone, two split ends. Jumper back to pass, and he is going to be sacked for about a 3-yard loss.
They're blitzing his right cornerback over here. He's jumping up on the line of scrimmage and going in there fast. And you ain't got time to throw it unless you got a real quick one. And Dwight said he didn't really have one where you just stand up and throw the ball, so maybe we're going to have to do something about that.
4 minutes, 15 seconds left in the first half of play. El Dorado 14, Benton 7, and the Panthers lost 3 yards on that one. It will be second down and 13 from the Panther 32-yard line. Tommy Jumper is the quarterback. Out of the wishbone, Jumper, option play, right side, pitch out to Corey Hill. Hill cuts the corner, and he gets across the 35 to about the 37. Pickup of about 5 on that play. But we were down by 3 yards, so
yes,
going to be about a third down and 8. It might be close to 9. About third down and 9 now for the Panthers from their own 36-yard line.
They'll show a blitz over here with this number 11, this cornerback, because they figure we're going to throw it, and I think we are. I think we're going to try to throw the ball this time.
Clock running.
Jumper will be lucky to get rid of it if 11 comes up there on him.
Clock running now with 3:15 to go, first half of play. Third down and 9 now for the Panthers from their own 36-yard line. Jumper, option play to the left. He cuts back, and he's going to be thrown for a 3-yard loss.
Jumper can't outrun anybody like that. He's going to have to be where he can pitch it back or something, and he couldn't get rid of it that time, so
he tried to reverse his ground and go back the other way, and the pursuit was the way he was trying to go. So that will bring up a fourth down and 12 now for the Benton Panthers from their own 33.
Need to get a break somewhere here, Bob.
Big break. Need a score.
Oh, we need a fumble on his kick or something of that nature. They're
Tony
trying
Wright
to block this kick.
Back on his 20. Punted away.
Oh, foul, Tony. Gosh dang.
Ball bounces at the 40 down to the 35. It's going to roll down to about the 33.
Dang, if old Tony had fallen, I believe he might have got 15 there.
A lot of guys around him, wasn't there?
Yeah, what if one of them touched him?
So, another punt by Benton, and with about 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first half of play.
It hadn't been a good job of acting, but I believe he could have done it.
About 2:25 left, first half of play. El Dorado now first down and 10 from their own 33-yard line. Wide receivers each way, left and right. Out of the eye, Turbofield drops back the pass, looks downfield, fires one complete, first down at the 45, and he's down around the 48-yard line.
We're giving him too much room over there. Bobby Van Cleve and Craig Lincoln covered him all right, but that's too much room for him. He's got a pass where he's going to the sideline, and the passer's throwing the ball before he ever makes his cut. They got the timing down good on it.
First down and 10 now for El Dorado from their own 46-yard line. Wide receivers each way, out of the I formation. John Turbofield, number 10, the quarterback, long count, drops back to pass. Same thing to the right side. It's going to be way too high. Intended for number 8, Rodney McGee. And no good on that one.
That didn't look very good for him, did it? That brings us second down. They keep doing that, we'll intercept one, too.
Clock stopped with 1:55 left in the first half of play. That will bring up a second down and 10 for El Dorado from their own 46-yard line. El Dorado breaks the huddle. Wide receiver to the right and left. Split backfield. Turbofield is the quarterback, number 10. Drops straight back, looks downfield, pumps once, throws long downfield, and penalty flags are flying, but it's way back up here, and it's going to be against one of their men.
I think against 89.
89.
Tight end.
And that will be not offensive pass interference. It wasn't.
Be offensive pass interference. It'd be a penalty and a loss of down, I do believe.
I don't know. Would it be that under the new rule? It wasn't. That man wasn't. It wasn't catchable by the.
But that wasn't what it was. It was up here. See?
Yeah.
So I think it'd be a penalty and a loss of down. Pass interference, offense. See if he puts his hands. Nope. Then put his hand behind his head.
He just put him out. That.
Yeah. So it's not a loss of down. But it'd be a 15-yard penalty.
And a big break for the Benton Panthers.
Well, it makes them a lot further away from a touchdown. That's what I like about it.
It is pass. Okay, it is pass interference. Loss
It
down.
is a loss of down. It's third
So,
down.
what is that? Third down and 25. Third down and 25 for El Dorado. They're back on their own 30-yard line.
Intercept this ball and go all the way.
One man in the backfield. Screen pass out to the right side to Davis. Davis has it up to the 40 and out of bounds right around the 40. They picked up about 10, but they needed 25.
Sure. That's all right. I'll give him that. It's fourth down now.
Fourth down and about 15 at that.
Yeah.
And they're going to be playing from their own 46-yard line.
Well, we probably don't have time to score with a wishbone attack in this length of time. But I'll tell you what, we're still in this ball game at a 14-7 ball game.
But they scored in about 10 seconds on a punt return. So
Yeah, well,
let's wait and see.
We don't never get close, but this might be the time we did, of course.
Stan Carson back. It's going to be a very poor punt. Out of bounds, around the 40, I believe. And what's
There you go.
the official way back there spotting it because he saw the angle that it went out.
Yeah.
It's going to be right around the 40, isn't it?
No, it's on the 37.
37.
But that's close. Yeah, that's close to the 40, 37-yard line.
Closer than the 25.
Yeah.
A minute 45 left in the first half of play.
I still don't want us to shoot ourselves in the foot now.
Our score, El Dorado 14, Benton 7. Panthers have a first down and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Wide receiver to the right.
Over there.
Out of the wishbone formation. Jumper up the middle. Callahan. Callahan out to the 40. And brought down after a pickup about 4, maybe 5 yards.
When I saw Robert McNeely lined up wide out there to the right, I thought maybe we might be going to try to home run him. But we didn't.
Clock running with a minute 20 left in the first half. El Dorado 14 and Benton 7. Panthers break the huddle. They have a second down and 5 after they pick up a 5 by Callahan up the middle from their own 41-yard line. Wide receiver left, that is Tony Wright, up the middle to Hill. Hill has a first down, and he's out to about the 47. First down for the Panthers at their own 47-yard line.
If you don't call timeout, they're going to start the clock.
And we've got about a minute 5 left here in the first half of play. And there's the clock to start.
Around out there. Let's go.
We're down to 1 minute to play. First down and 10 now for the Panthers from their own 47-yard line. Wide receiver to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Ball sitting on the near hash marks. Jumper. Corey Hill right tackle, and nothing there but white jerseys with blue numerals.
Call timeout.
Clock running with 40 seconds left in the first half of play as it continues to run.
Oh, I don't know why they don't call timeout.
Our score, El Dorado 14, Benton 7. Panthers have a second down and 10 from their own 47. Clock running with about 28 seconds left in the first half of play. Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. Tony Wright wide to the left. Ball centered. Jumper back to pass. Fires one downfield complete to Scott Long at the 40. Down to about the 38. And that will stop the clock for a moment until the chains are set. We've got 10 seconds.
Got knocked out of this ball game, too.
There's a timeout charged to Benton. Our score, El Dorado 14, Benton 7. Back in 1 minute. Seven-yard line, so one more play. Tommy Jumper now back to pass, fires one downfield. It's going to be tipped and incomplete.
Well, he didn't have a chance. They didn't even block it. Somebody just run through him over on the 32.
And we've got 5 seconds left as the clock is stopped with that incomplete pass. Looked like it might have been tipped a little bit or slipped out of his hand.
He just had to throw it the best he could because this guy was right on him.
And it's
32.
It's really amazing that it wasn't intercepted. They had 2 ball players right there, and really, I think they ran together and
kept each other from catching it. Yeah.
Benton has 131 yards rushing in the first half of play, and I imagine El Dorado has about 28? My goodness, and they're ahead 14-7. Tommy Jumper back to pass, throws one long downfield. It's intercepted, but it doesn't matter. They were going for all of it. And after the...
That's a good play on Tony Wright. referee. He sent word for me not to criticize the official. Have to criticize him in this case.
I think that's the first time I've ever. I know in 7 years I've never seen it called before. Sure haven't.
There's short kick.
It's going to be taken at the 35-yard line by El Dorado. He's up to the 40, 50, and we have penalty flags down, clipping against El Dorado. And believe it or not, that is.
Golly, McNeely run him down and didn't let him score. Of course, I think it's a clip back up here.
And that was a key block, and him getting away was a clip.
But I want y'all to know something. Robert McNeely ran Frazier down.
He did. He had about 15 yards on him.
Back.
And that's one of those times that that was a direct cause for that callback touchdown. That clip came right where he needed a block.
Right.
And I guess that's why they saw it so plainly, as it was right where the action was at. So it will come back.
Put it back to where it's an ordinary kickoff return. But oh, that guy's dangerous. He runs smooth and he waits for his blockers to get out in front of him.
And that infraction occurred at the El Dorado 49.
Yeah, so that's going to put it back to about the 39, and then 5 be about the 34-yard line.
And he picked the ball up at the 35, so it's going to put it all the way back and then some from where he picked the ball up.
Well, so he's penalized him 10 yards. You see what he calls it. Holding. He didn't call it.
Well, they missed the clip then.
Yeah, he missed the clip.
Holding then. Well, maybe they interpreted that as holding. Anyhow, it is first down. Pitch out left side to Frazier. Frazier, people out there, cuts the corner up to the 50.
An old bullet hit him over there. Brooks hit him and knocked him out of bounds. Probably had a 9-yard pickup, but they're going to start running wide on us.
Will that just be 10 yards for holding?
It shouldn't be.
I heard them hollering.
15-yard penalty, I think.
Well, I heard them next door going, it should be 15. Holding is 15.
Yeah, that's right.
And they only marked 5. They only gave them 5 yards. Anyhow, 11 minutes, 35 seconds left here in the first half of, or in the third quarter play. 14-7 El Dorado. El Dorado second down and 10 up the middle and really hit.
First down, but he got hit.
He needed less than half a yard. He made that.
He met him right in the hole and set him straight up there.
And about 11 and a half minutes left here in the third quarter of play. El Dorado 14 and Benton 7. El Dorado has a first down and 10 now.
Need a big play here now.
From the Benton 48-yard line. El Dorado running out of the I formation, wide receiver each way. Turbofield is the quarterback. Hands off to Frazier up the middle, finds a hole. Rather, that's Davis. He's down close to a first down.
He's got a first down. He came from 7 yards off that line of scrimmage in. I didn't see the blocking, but they must have really blocked in there.
And the ball is going to be spotted around the Benton 37-yard line.
This is what we didn't want to happen. Them get the ball a whole lot. We need to stop them.
Well, the first half they didn't have the ball a whole lot. It's just they scored when they had it.
But they're making yards on us now.
Just under 11 minutes left in the third quarter. First down and 10 for the El Dorado Wildcats from the Benton 38-yard line. Hand off Frazier up the middle, and he picks up about 3, and that's it as he is tripped up.
Callahan hit him. Right as he hit the line of scrimmage, he got hit. That's the way to stop him. Hit him low like that.
10 minutes, 35 seconds left in the third quarter, live from C.W. Lewis Stadium in Benton. Hope you're having a happy and safe Halloween 1986. Our score right now, if you're just joining us, is El Dorado 14 and Benton 7. El Dorado second down and 7 now from the Panther 35-yard line. And off up the middle, and he is hung for a 3-yard loss. Back to the original line of scrimmage.
Callahan, Deadman, and somebody else. I don't know who the other one was under there.
Wrapped him up like a Christmas package.
Right. You got it third down 10. Now you're going to have to throw it.
Just under 10 minutes left in the third quarter of play. Once again, a big robbery coming up next week. Benton and Bryant, airtime 7:15 right here. Third down and 9 now for El Dorado from the Panther 37-yard line. Out of the I formation, Turbofield drops back the pass, looks downfield, fires one, incomplete.
That's no good.
Incomplete around the 20. Intended for number 8, Rodney McGee.
He's a little bit behind him, but he should have caught the ball.
And that's,
but now they got to kick it or something. You got to do something here.
Bring up a fourth down and 9 And the ball is on the Panther 37.
I guess they got their kicker in there. I don't know. Surely they wouldn't go for a... No, they're going for it.
They are.
They're going for it. 4th down.
4th down and 9 now for the El Dorado Wildcats on the Panther 37-yard line. Big play. Turbofield drops back the pass. Lots of time. Just standing there. Fires one. Complete. 1st down around the 15. And, I can't believe
time to throw it.
He had all the time in the world.
We never got a man within 10 yards of him. Doggone, that's bad.
He was standing flat-footed.
Just stand there looking, and you can't keep from hitting him when you do that.
9 minutes, 25 seconds.
Boy, that hurt right there.
That was a gutsy play to go for 4th down on the 37. It did work that time. 1st down and 10 now for El Dorado on the Panthers' 17-yard line. Out of the I formation, Turbofield up the middle. Pick up about 5 for Frazier.
No, that was that's
the other
fullback. That's at 32.
Kemp, 34-32.
32, I believe he is.
Bobby Cree.
Yeah.
In that time.
He picked up about 6 yards or 5 or 6 anyway.
Clock running with just under 9 minutes left in the 3rd quarter play. El Dorado 14, Benton 7. El Dorado 2nd down and 5 from the Panther 11-yard line. Wide receivers each way. I formation. Handoff Frazier, left tackle, and picks up nothing there.
Boy, that's a way to smear him. Well, they smeared him.
Panthers have been doing a good job at containing Frazier. It's just the other plays that have ate us up.
Somebody down hurt out there, though. I don't like to see that.
And he gets back up.
I don't know who it is.
I believe it's Scott Long, number 80, but he gets back up. He's okay.
Is that who it is, or is Bobby Van Cleve over there? Bobby Van Cleve is who it is, I believe, 63.
Did you hear that halftime? Bryant 19, Watson Chapel 0 at halftime.
Or it might have been Scott Long. It was Scott Long.
3rd down and 3 now for El Dorado from the Benton 8-yard line. Out the I formation, Turbofield hands off Davis, right tackle. He's still running, and he's going to get in for a touchdown as he stepped around about 2 or 3 Benton Panthers.
That dadgum completion when we didn't get a rush on him on 4th and 10 is what got that touchdown for him. Well, we may be out of this ball game, but I believe we'll come back and score again.
So once again, it's halftime score we just received. Bryant 19, Watson Chapel nothing.
Well, good night. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what the PA
said.
I
believe we broke Watson Chapel's back the way we beat them down there that night.
It's up, and it's good. Our score, Watson Chapel 21, Benton 7, and El Dorado 21, and Benton 7. If I wouldn't get in a hurry here, it'd be all right. Be back in 1 minute. And there is the kickoff. It's going to go into the end zone, and the Panthers will take over 1st down and 10 on their own 20. Let me clarify once again. El Dorado 21, Benton 7. At halftime, it's Bryant 19, Watson Chapel 0. So that clarifies that.
All right. Well, Bob, we're losing this game, all right. But so far, it's been mostly Benton. Now, on that drive there, we had them stopped. 4th down and 10, and we didn't get a pass rush. And when we didn't, they had time to throw it and complete it.
Panthers at the line of scrimmage, 1st down and 10 from their own 20. Wide receiver to the right. Jumper, hands off Corey Hill up the middle. Hill gets out to about the 25.
Good 5-yard pickup.
Of course, Corey held to 31 yards in the first half of play, and he's averaging about 100 yards a ball game. That will bring up a 2nd down and 5 now for the Panthers from their own 25-yard line. Just take it 5 yards at a time. 5 here and 5 there. Tommy Jumper, the quarterback, he's number 4. Wide receiver to the far side. Ball in the center of C.W. Lewis Stadium. Pitch out left side to Callahan. Callahan cuts the corner up to the 40, 45, 50, down to the 45.
He ducked his head and he run over that boy. That's the way, Callahan. That's the way you play football. How much did he gain there, Bob?
Oh, a bunch.
30,
Anyhow, he ducked his head, and he flat ran over Theola Reynolds.
I tell you one thing, that boy knows he's been in football games.
Yeah, he ducked his head at the 50 and hit Reynolds and got 5 more yards.
He ran over him. He went 5 more yards.
7 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Panthers have a first down and 10 now from the Wildcat 43-yard line. Wide receiver to the left. Corey, right tackle, gets some open ground down to the 35, and he nearly broke that one.
Yeah, 33 ain't getting up out there on the Wildcats team. They playing some pretty fairly dirty football against us out there, and I don't like that at all. But listen, they're blitzing and everything else. They're going to blitz in a minute, and Corey going to break one loose.
Clock running with 6:45 left in the third quarter of play. El Dorado 21, Benton 7. Panthers have a second down and 2 from the Wildcat 35-yard line. Jumper back to pass, right side. Callahan has it at the 25, 20, and a first down, and what a hit for Callahan.
That's what Callahan took it to the 20. We're showing them how to play football out there, folks. It's just unfortunate we're behind in the game. It's been us all the way.
Well, this is a lot like the Texarkana ball game. The best team lost on the scoreboard because the Panthers played superior football.
We're playing better than they are.
6 minutes, 10 seconds left in the third quarter of play. First down and 10 now for the Panthers from the Wildcat 20. Up to the line of scrimmage. McNeely wide to the left. Tommy Jumper, the quarterback. Long count. Hands off up the middle. Corey Hill. Corey Hill gets down to the 15, I believe.
It's a good 5-yard pickup. Every bit of 5, maybe 6. Yeah, it's 6.
And the ball setting is right on the 15. 5:45 left in the third quarter as the clock continues to run. Our score, El Dorado 21, Benton 7. But the Panthers have a second down and 5 from the El Dorado 15-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, wide side of the field, Jumper. Jumper keeps it, pitches out to Callahan, and Callahan falls down back to about the 16 or 17, loss of about 2.
You know, I know some offensive line blocking again up there, and they look real good. That thing got a short in it.
Yeah, it does.
But they're doing a good job of blocking. Well, it's quitting.
It's okay.
Okay.
It's working. Listen,
okay.
Don't touch it.
Okay.
Just over 5 minutes.
We're talking about a mic I'm using here. Nothing very big. What is it now? Third down and 7, isn't it?
Panthers break the huddle. They have a third down and 7 from the Wildcats 17-yard line. Wide receivers to the left and right. Penalty flags. Too much time again.
Yeah, we can't take that much time. We're making little mistakes. It's hurting us now.
Now it's going to bring up a third down at about, 12 long yardage. Delay of game. That time they had Scott Long split wide to the right, McNeely wide to the left. We don't see that very often in the wishbone.
I'll tell you, if you can get it to Scott out there, it'd be hard for them to keep him from making 10 yards.
Third down and 12 now for the Panthers from the Wildcat 22-yard line. Jumper, back to pass, across the middle. Incomplete, a little bit behind him.
Yeah, a little behind him, but it hit him in the hands. He sure had a chance for it. I'd go for it. I'd go for it here.
They had 5 people around him.
Yeah.
That's unbelievable. 4 minutes, 45 seconds left in the third quarter of play. El Dorado 21, Benton 7. Panthers have a fourth down and 12 at the Wildcat 22. Panthers are going to go for it. Jumper, back to pass. Out to the right side. He's there. Does he have it? Yes. He does. Callahan at the 5.
He caught him.
What a catch by Callahan.
Right to about 4 defenders' hands. That was a great catch by Brian Callahan.
I tell you, Tommy Jumper did a good job, though, of this, throwing it out there, and Callahan ran under it.
So he just lobbed it out there. Well, it's first down on the 5. What a great play that was.
El Dorado had a big fourth down play and made it. Benton did too, so we're right up there with them.
Let's run it right up their nose now. Turn their hat around, smoke their globe. Let's go get them.
It's first down now for the Benton Panthers from the El Dorado 4-yard line. Out of the wishbone, Tommy Jumper hands off to Corey Hill up the middle. He picked up a rough one, maybe. And there's a penalty.
That's going to be 50. Half with this a goal, roughing the quarterback up. That's at 59 again.
Is it 59 or 54? He's the
59 there.
Okay.
On this end.
Well, 54, who was the one who got called for spearing.
Yeah.
But after a while, believe me, being on the road, those officials will get fed up with that, and it could go to Benton's advantage.
Because we didn't make anything. Now we got a first down on the 2.5-yard line.
4 minutes and 10 seconds left in the third quarter of play. El Dorado 21, Benton 7. But the Panthers have a first down on the El Dorado 2-yard line. Good crowd here at C.W. Lewis Stadium tonight.
Yeah, on the home side is full. Well, we just sat there and watch this. I hope we can go in there and score.
Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. First down on the Wildcat 2-yard line. Tommy Jumper, the quarterback. Everybody's dug in. Handoff up the middle. Corey Hill. Touchdown, I believe. I can't believe that wasn't a touchdown.
Can't either, but he's right on it.
It must be.
It's only second down.
It must be right on it because he took
look
2 or
where
3
the
steps.
down box is over there, less than a yard.
It's about a foot, wouldn't you say?
Looks like it's real close.
So the Panthers will have a second down in just a matter of 1, maybe 2 feet, but certainly less than a half a yard. Panthers up to the line of scrimmage. What about a quarterback sneak? Handoff up the middle. And no, Callahan did not make it as he was racked up, but he didn't lose any room either, I don't believe.
No, we got third down.
El Dorado playing it tough.
We're going to have to dive. The only way you can get over is dive.
Of course, everyone on their defensive line weighs in about 250 to 300 pounds.
They're all down there right on the line of scrimmage.
Okay, it's going to be third down and about 1 foot for a touchdown for the Panthers. Third down and about 1 foot.
I think we made that.
Looked like a quarterback sneak? Well, they just kept. I can't believe they're letting them push them back like that and not, after the whistle blows.
He went in there.
Oh, come on.
Look where they got the ball, right on the nose of it on the goal line.
Well, according to the down marker, they're not moving it any.
Well, they better call a timeout or they get a 5-yard penalty.
Penalty flag against El Dorado. This flew.
Against that guy in a white suit.
No, there was already a penalty, and I believe they threw another. They just ejected him.
Yeah, they put him out of the game.
Yeah.
And that's that big 32 or something.
No, is that 52?
No, it's 32.
32.
Yeah.
And that is Bobby Creer.
Yeah.
Now the official was making a signal when that penalty flag flew, so I don't know if it was 2 penalties there or what.
I don't know.
I think maybe he was showing how far it was to a touchdown, but
this may be a first down. We'll see.
Unsportsmanlike.
We'll see what happens here.
Of course, what comes into play here is that the man was ejected from the ball game, so that might be a.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
See, I'm not sure about that.
It's going to be this. It's going to be like 6 inches.
That quick quarterback sneak will work this time.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against, but will the down stay the same?
Yeah, it's third down.
It's third down.
Quarterback sneak.
Third down.
Go on, look down and go.
Third down, about 6 inches for a touchdown for the Panthers. Handoff, Corey Hill up, he was over. Touchdown. Touchdown, Corey Hill. He went up, they knocked him back, but it was a touchdown.
I know.
Panthers score.
Oh, man. We're still in the ball game here in the third quarter. And it's about over. 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
And something I cannot believe, El Dorado, their men have been talking back to the officials the whole ball game, and that time he got thrown out.
They're not very well disciplined.
It's just not one guy doing it. It's about 3 or 4 so far that I've seen. Timeout. Official timeout. We've got a Hot Springs. One player injured over there. What is it?
I don't know. Well, what he's doing over there, he must have fallen out.
Somebody is down on the far sideline. It looked like
the way this game is getting, somebody might have knocked him in the head over there. He's down on the sideline, though. I believe it's cramps or something.
It is an El Dorado football player.
Yeah.
He's out of bounds, but the official's still holding the game up.
The game up, but he's out of bounds.
One of the El Dorado ball players being helped down the field now.
That looks like that big tight end.
Well, that helps the Panthers.
Yeah.
Scott Long, he's all ready to kick it now. That's the problem. A lot of times, Scott just doesn't have time to prepare
that's right.
for the point after. Our score, El Dorado 21, Benton 13. Panthers attempting the point after now. And that will be Scott Long. It's down, it's up, it's good. Our score, El Dorado 21, Benton 14. We'll be back in 1 minute. And there's the kickoff, and it's going to be kicked out of bounds by the Benton Panthers. And, of course, that will be a 5-yard penalty against the Panthers. And the ball will be re-kicked.
He can kick it better hooking it than he can kicking the way he kicked there.
2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter play here at C.W. Lewis Stadium. And our score, if you're just joining us after trick-or-treating or whatever, El Dorado Wildcats 21, the Benton Panthers 14. So the Panthers are right back in this ball game. Going to be penalized 5 yards, which is a lot better than the last time we kicked off. It was 15 yards when we were called for delaying the start of the second half of play.
Yeah, that's a terrible penalty. You know, I wish this ball game did 21-21 going to overtime.
Oh, I don't know if I can stand it.
I don't know where I can stand it or not, but I wish it would.
There's the kick by Scott Long. It's up. It's going to be short, taken at the 30, up to the 35, up to the 40, and down around the 45. Fumble. Panthers have it.
We got it.
We got it.
That's the break we've been looking for. Come on, let's go now. Come on.
Panthers have it around the 45 of El Dorado. That's what we needed.
Bobby Van Cleve got that ball.
Excuse us, folks, but we're not biased any.
34 is down and hurting all over. He wouldn't have had the ball. Let me tell you something, buddy. We've hit him down here at the Panther Stadium tonight.
That's right. We've got an official timeout.
There he goes.
Now the clock is started. Down to about 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter play. Panthers have a first down and 10.
There's something the matter over here on the white team, on the El Dorado team. Sure shouldn't call them the white team.
First down and
white jerseys.
First down and 10 for the Benton Panthers on the El Dorado 47-yard line. We've got about 2.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
Here comes big number 75, Jane Moore, a tackle, 277 pounds.
Woo.
But he's just big enough to lay him on the ground.
Okay, we're ready to play football now. First down and 10 now for the Panthers from the El Dorado 47-yard line. Wide receiver to the left, down the wishbone. Tommy Jumper takes the ball, keeps the ball, and he's going to be brought down around the 40, or around the 50.
59, kind of give him a shot in the jaw there while they had him down. He'll get penalized in a minute.
So the Panthers
4-yard loss there.
Back to about the 50, and it's going to be second down and 13 now for the Panthers from the 50-yard line. Under 2 minutes left in the third quarter. Tony Wright wide to the left. Ball setting on the near hash marks. Jumper, long count, option play, left side. Jumper is going to be brought down for a couple of 3-yard loss as they try to run the option to the short side of the field.
Yep. Lost another 4. Third and 18. But I think that time he was going to pitch out to Corey. He just couldn't get rid of it. That 59, that linebacker coming in there's tough, boy.
Minute 25 left in the third quarter play. It will be third down and 16 now for the Panthers. Third and 16 from their own 47-yard line. They need to get down to about the 37 for first down. Jumper, back to pass, throws one across the middle, complete to Long around the 30.
That's not enough.
Well, that's around the 44, rather. Get my hash marks and yard marks straightened out in a moment. It's going to be about 6 or 7 yards short of the first down.
He picked up 10 or 12 yards on the play, but we had lost so much that it's fourth down now. We're going to give him the ball.
But they're going to be down in the hole, hopefully. under 1 minute. About, a matter of fact, there's about 45 seconds left in the third quarter. Clock is running. Panthers will have to punt it away. Tony Wright standing back on his own 43-yard line. Gets the snap away, gets it up. It's going to be a line drive, taken on the run at the 15, up to the 20, on the outside, 25, at the 30. There's penalty flags, another clip. There's another clip, and he's going to go down for a touchdown, but there's a
clip back here.
There's a clipping that sprung it all once again back down around the 20. Matter of fact, there was 2 clips after the penalty flag, but of course
Take the longest clip back here.
It looks like a graveyard for retired flags.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think so. I think there was another one around the 50, but he picked it up and he's walking back with it.
This is a clip back up here, I'm sure.
And that occurred back around the 30-yard line. And you can bet your boots the officials aren't going to let El Dorado get by with flat nothing. They've already had to eject one of the El Dorado ball players.
I wish they'd mouth off. They get thrown out of the game. They look like they're cocky, think they know everything, and they're getting the stuffings whooped to them tonight. They're ahead in the ball game, but they hadn't won it yet, not by a long ways.
Our score, El Dorado 21 and Benton 14. El Dorado first down and 10.
Let's get the ball now, boys.
From their own 15-yard line, and we'd take another fumble, try it again or something.
That's right. Let's hit them hard enough to get a fumble.
Okay, El Dorado up to the line of scrimmage, first down and 10, starting out their own 15. That's the end of the third quarter of play. We'll be back in 1 minute. And it's first down and 10 now for the Wildcats from their own 15-yard line. Handoff up the middle to Frazier on a first down and 10 from their own 15, and he picked up.
Dedman made a solo tackle there. A lot of people jumped on top, but Kelsey made that play.
And he picked up about 5 yards on that run up the middle.
Yeah.
And that's going to bring up, let's give him 4 yards. It will be second down and 6 for the El Dorado Wildcats from their own 19-yard line. Just started the fourth and final period of play, 21-14 El Dorado. Pitch out right side to Davis. Davis is going to be stacked up, and he's going to pick up only about 2 yards. Going to be short of a first down by a couple, 3.
Corey Hill made that tackle over on that side then. Of course, Callahan was over there, so was Stan Carson. I tell you what, they're doing a whole heck of a lot of holding. That time Carson was trying to get it outside, and the guy was holding him backhanded.
That's going to bring up a third down and 2 now for the El Dorado Wildcats from their own 23-yard line. Ball spotted on the far hash marks. Quarterback sneak, and it's going to be close.
He got it.
I believe he did, but just a little.
Yeah,
very quick snap. Quick count. It's going to be close. Let's see where they spot it.
Spot the ball, but I still believe he got it. Yeah.
Yes, first down and 10 for El Dorado. Right around their 25, their own 25-yard line, I believe, where the ball is going to be spotted. As the Benton High School band.
You know, Bob, I'll play this dudes up War Memorial Stadium playoffs and believe we can beat them.
First down and 10 now for El Dorado from their own 26-yard line. Out of the I formation, Turbofield, the quarterback, number 10. Takes the ball, hands off Frazier up the middle, and he spins around. He's hit, and he ends up picking up about 5 yards out across the 30.
But he's been running that kind for touchdowns.
Yeah, all year.
Limping now, little C. He's coming out of there. He's limping. There comes 23, Davis in the ball game.
Clock running with 10 minutes, 25 seconds left of the ball game. Our score, El Dorado 21 and Benton 14.
Making too much on first down. That's what the trouble is.
It's second down and 4 now for El Dorado from their own 32-yard line. Out of the I formation. Turbofield, the quarterback. Long count. Drops back to pass. Looks downfield. It's complete at the 45. Down to the 50. And brought down around the 45.
Oh, I'll tell you what, whoever hit him from behind hit him.
Well, that was
That's
Craig Lincoln.
He always hits them like that.
And he was the original defender on the play.
But that's about a 35-yard pickup on that completed pass, and it's just out here in the flat. Little hook shot, and then he ran with it. Good runner. The ball.
Boy, if Craig Lincoln or somebody could shoot in front of one of those, they would be gone for 6 points.
For 6, yeah.
9 minutes, 45 seconds left in this ball game. El Dorado 21, Benton 14. First down and 10 now for El Dorado from the Panther 43-yard line.
I believe we'll intercept one before the night's over.
Out of the I formation, wide receivers each way. Turbofield, option play right side. Turbofield keeps it, picks up 10, a first down, and he's down around the 30. So that's the first time we've seen him running tonight, but picked up 15 big yards for the Wildcats.
They had him, they about to tear his clothes off of him, grabbing his shirt and everything. See, what he did was he knew that we overcommit the way they run. We got to. So he faked it and running left and bootlegged it right. And got loose.
Davis is out and Frazier is in for El Dorado. El Dorado first down and 10 from the Panther 31-yard line. Ball setting on the far hash marks. Out the I formation. John Turbofield, the quarterback, hands off to Frazier. Frazier picks up about 3 or 4.
Frazier got hit, though. I'll guarantee you that. Carson hit him then, along with whoever that 73. Deadman's always in there. But Stan Carson hit him up high and knocked him straight backwards. That was a good tackle.
Well, they've been picking up 6 or 7 on first down. That time we held them to 4. So it will be second down and 6 now for El Dorado from the Panther 27-yard line. Wide receivers left and right, one each way. I formation. Ball setting in the middle of the field. Turbofield hands off Frazier up the middle, and he is stuck after about 1 yard pickup.
I know Ken Burnett got him then. Yep, Ken Burnett made the tackle.
And excuse me, that was Davis. It's hard.
Yeah,
they look this alike. Frazier's 22.
The same size and everything.
And they run the same, and Davis is 23.
I tell you, we're playing a heck of a football game here tonight. We're playing just as good as we can play. And that don't mean we're going to win, but we're playing great football.
7:55 left of the ball game. Third down and 4 for El Dorado from the Panther 25-yard line. I formation. Turbofield. Pitch out right side to Davis.
That 89 there shoved 35 Chris Trump. That was an illegal block.
And it's going to be a first down for El Dorado.
See, Trump was trying to get out there to cover him, man. That big 89 pushed him with his hand. You can't do that. Don't. Well,
big first down for El Dorado.
They're having to work for it, I'll tell you that.
7 minutes and 45 seconds left in the ball game. First down and 10 now for El Dorado from the Panther 19-yard line.
Knock them loose from it, boys. Knock them loose from it.
Out the I formation, back to pass. Turbofield throws it, and incomplete around the 10-yard line.
Yeah. He was wide open, Mo. Of course, old Brooks was over there trying to get to him. And he might have knocked him loose from the ball if he'd caught it, because he was really steaming the crow. And old Jeff will hit you.
Clock is stopped with 7 minutes, 35 seconds left in the ball game. El Dorado 21, Benton 14. It's second down and 10 for El Dorado from the Benton 19-yard line. Handoff, Frazier. Oh, he has really racked up the line of scrimmage. Really hit.
Yeah, I don't think he made anything.
Frazier turning around and pointing his finger at one of the Benton ball players.
He was going to harass him a little bit by handing him the ball, but he wouldn't take it.
That was a good, clean tackle.
Hit, yeah.
Nothing late about it or unnecessary. Third down and 10 now for the Wildcats from the Panther 19-yard line. 2 wide receivers, 1 man in the backfield. Middle pass incomplete, nearly intercepted by one of the Panthers. I believe that's Craig Lincoln, but
they're going to go for a field goal here. and they'll probably make it. That old boy's a good kicker. You know, I will tell you people something that's listening to this ball game. If you want to see a real high school football game, you watch this ball game Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. This is one of the better football games that I've ever seen played on this stadium field, and I've been seeing them from back in the early 40s. So it's been a great, I've never seen a more courageous game than the Panthers have played.
A 36-yard field goal attempt.
They almost blocked it. I don't believe it's good. Yes,
it was barely good.
It was good, but it was barely good.
Okay, our score, El Dorado 24, Benton 14. We'll be back in 1 minute. And we've got just under 7 minutes left in this ball game. Our score, El Dorado 24, Benton 14. There's the kickoff. It's going to be a high one. And back in the end zone, Panthers first down and 10 from their own 20.
You know, Bob, the score being 24-14 is a great score for Benton. Been the most courageous game I've ever seen a Panther team play. I don't bar any. This is as good as I've ever seen a Panther team play, because they're playing one heck of a football team. El Dorado may be the best team in Arkansas. In fact, I'll put them up there with anybody. We're playing good.
If I had to play like that to be number one in the state, I wouldn't want to play it, though.
Right.
First down and 10 now for Benton from their own 20. Jumper rolls out right, passes, incomplete. No, he didn't catch that. That was incomplete pass. Saying it was intercepted. That was incomplete.
No, that was an incomplete pass.
Don't sit there and listen to him. Call the play.
Don't do that. He was no catch. No.
That was not an incomplete pass. It hit the ground.
Sure, it was an incomplete.
Look at number
pass.
54. He started towards the official like he was going to push him behind his back, and one of his teammates grabbed him. He pushed his arms. That's unbelievable. And that guy.
Oh, shut up over there. They're hollering. They're trying to get that as an interception. It was an incomplete pass. I saw the ball on the ground. No, it was an incomplete pass.
Just under 7 minutes left in this ball game. 24-14 El Dorado. Panthers second down and 10 from their own 20-yard line. Wide receivers out each way. Wishbone, jumper, keeps the ball, pitches out. Corey Hill. Hill gets back up to the line of scrimmage.
Another spearing. 54 did it.
They didn't call it that time, though.
They didn't call it, but he sure did spearing while he's on the ground. I don't know why that guy don't call nothing over here.
No, that's true. The last time it was called, it was someone else. But
yeah.
Anyhow, that's going to bring up a third down and 11, a loss of 1 yard on that play. 6:25 left in the ball game. Panthers third down 11 from their own 19-yard line. Big play here is what we need. Wishbone, handoff, Corey Hill, and Hill barely gets back up to the 20. And the Panthers going to have to punt it away after 3 plays.
I don't see how in the world we've made a yard on them big as they are. My heavens, look at that man. Golly,
277, 245,
yeah.
260.
Well, we got to kick the ball away. And we better kick it somewhere, because this is Frazier back here, isn't it, or Davis?
Just under 6 minutes left in the ball game.
That's Davis back here. I thought it was Frazier. But
ball spotted on the Panther 21-yard line. Tony Wright back to punt it away around his 5. And that right there is roughing the punter. Yeah. It is, and they threw the flag.
Right.
Plain as day. Yeah. And Mr. Frazier.
There you go. There you go. Covered him. They got roughing the kicker, though. Roughing the kicker up here. But I want to tell you, that boy's been running him back, got smothered back here.
He did. Frazier did. And that wasn't an acting job by Tony Wright.
He got hit. Tony got hit.
That's going to
get his first down.
Big break for the Panthers.
Was that Godina back here? Oh, Godino got down there. No wonder. No wonder. They got Godino in there. And that gummit, he'll get down there and tackle that old boy.
I saw Robert Godino's dad before the ball game, Ruben Godino, and he said, yeah, Mr. Rainey goes, Mr. Rainey, kamikaze Godino.
Yeah. Well, he is a kamikaze. Boy,
Yeah.
He gets down there. That's first down for the Panthers on roughing the kicker. And he really roughed old Tony. I thought old Tony could have gotten a penalty a while ago if he'd acted a little. He didn't have to act this time.
And that's going to be a first down and 10 for the Panthers from their own 35-yard line. We've got 5:35 left of the ball game, 24-14 in favor of El Dorado.
I'll clue the El Dorado people on one thing. They won't beat us every year from now on.
First down and
get back in this thing.
First down and 10 now for Benton from their own 35-yard line. Pitch out to Callahan, and Callahan gets up to about the 40. So a pickup of about 5 yards on that play.
Yeah, number 11 over there, Sonny Butler. He done a lot of dancing around there and squaring off, but he done too late for that.
Panthers up to the line of scrimmage, ready to run a play. Second down and 7 now for the Panthers from their own 39-yard line. The official wants another football, so they throw it in. Exchange footballs. 5 minutes, 3 seconds left in this ball game. 24-14 El Dorado. Panthers second down and 7 from their own 39. Handoff up the middle, Dennis Little, and Little gets out to about the 44. It's going to be a third down and about 3. You know, there's a big...
We're lined up, ready to go, Bob.
Yeah, no comments in between.
No.
That will bring up a third down and 2 now for the Panthers from their own 43. Handoff to Dennis Little again, and Little...
Dennis got
up to about...
First down or not?
No, he's going to be short. He got up to about the 45. Little short of the 45, about the 44 and a half. They need to go about less than 2, about a yard and a half. Panthers are going to go for it. Fourth down and 1. Fourth down and 1 for the Panthers from their own 44. Might as well go for it. Pitch out. Corey Hill. First down, and he's across the 50. What a gutsy play. Oh, my goodness.
I kind of felt like he's going to work, and he did.
You know what? The Panthers aren't playing for second place tonight. They want to go for first place. Definitely. Oh.
There's that Folky boy been in there and coming out.
First down and 10 now for the Benton Panthers from the El Dorado 48-yard line. 4 minutes left in the ball game. 24-14 El Dorado. Brooks up the middle. Fumble. And El Dorado. Oh, I can't believe it. El Dorado got it after a great play.
You know,
and you know the thing about El Dorado? They'll come in here and try to score again, even though they got a 10-point lead. That's what Joe Reese was upset about last week. El Dorado had a 35-0 lead or something similar to that and ran a fake punt for another touchdown.
Yeah.
Ended up beating them about 40 points and still had their first string in.
We'll be in there with El Dorado from here on. We're playing them good game tonight.
First down and 10 now for El Dorado from their own 46-yard line. Pitch out right side, Davis. Davis cuts the corner down to the 40. Ran out of bounds inside the Panthers 40.
He fumbled the ball, but it was out of bounds, I guess.
3 minutes, 35 seconds left in the ball game.
They're just running them little old tailbacks in there.
One after the other.
He needed help then, though. He's over there rubbing all over.
First down and 10 now for El Dorado from the Panther 39-yard line. 24-14. 24-14 in favor of El Dorado. First down and 10 on the Panther 39. Handoff up the middle, and he only picks up about 2 then, and
Put
that's
him on the
Frazier.
ground. That's the way. Throw him backwards. 22, Callahan had him, and Scott Long had him. A couple of good football players right there.
Just over 3 minutes, exactly 3 minutes left in the ball game. 24-14, favor of El Dorado.
Oh, they're going to win the ball game, but I'll guarantee you one thing. We gave them 2 touchdowns. We played the devil out of them.
Second down and 8 now for El Dorado from the Panther 37-yard line. Pitch out right side, Frazier, and he picks up about 2 before he is ready to fall down.
That's the way. They did it. Dead money.
You know, that's true. We gave them
Hill and 35, Chris Trump.
We gave them that 75-yard punt return, and then we fumbled it on
the 18.
On the 18, and they went in for a touchdown.
That's just part of football. It's just great to see them play this good.
It's remarkable. You know, Panthers have had 3 fumbles tonight and 1 interception. Of course, that interception was at the end of the first half of play. It really doesn't count.
Yeah, it didn't hurt anything.
Third down and 5 now for El Dorado from the Panther 34-yard line. Turbofield, the quarterback, out of the I formation. Option play left side. Turbofield cuts the corner at the 30, 25, inside the 20, down to the 15. And he's still in bounds, and the clock is still running with about 1:55 left in the ball game.
Boy, they rolled him up in a knot. He's getting up very fast. I don't know if he can get up. Yeah, he got up.
First down and 10 now for El Dorado from the Panthers' 16-yard line. Clock put back in play with about 1:55 left of the ball game. 24-14 in favor of El Dorado. So a big game.
Hard to keep him out of that end zone now.
Big game next week. Benton and Bryant right here on K107 FM. First down and 10. Pitch out right side to Davis. Davis being pursued, and he's right out of bounds around the 10. He was being pursued real hard by Trump. Yeah.
And Stan Carson, I think, is over there on that side. Yeah. Stan is really the man. Hit him. Chris couldn't ever get quite to him. He couldn't get around that big tight end with a seal block over there. Yeah, they're going to score, I'm afraid. 1 minute and 11 seconds, and they're on the 10.
131.
Oh, is it 131?
131.
It's going to be hard to keep them out.
It's second down and 3 now for El Dorado from the Panther 8-yard line. Ball setting on the far hash marks. Turbeville, the quarterback, with a long count. Hand off up the middle, Frazier, and nothing there for him.
I don't believe he made a first down, did he?
I don't believe so. But the big thing, the clock is still running. I'd like to get out of here.
Third down, about 2.
I'd like to get out of here with a 24-14 ball game, because if they score again, people are going to, it's going to put them up there over 30. And we played a lot better than that. A lot better.
Yeah, we've played a heck of a ball game. We've got nothing to hang our heads
If we can play like this against Bryant next week and then go into the playoffs, we can go somewhere.
Right. If we get into playoffs playing this kind of ball, we'll stay in there.
Third down and 1.
He didn't make it on that quarterback sneak did.
He's trying to push the ball out, but you can only do that on a touchdown. You can not on a first down.
That's not a first down, is it? I believe it's going to go to fourth down. How much time we got there?
About 48 seconds, I believe.
Got a chance of holding them now.
24-14 El Dorado.
Yeah.
And we're going to have a timeout for a measurement. We'll keep it here.
They're still 5 or 6 yards away
from a touchdown.
I can't believe that they'll just try this hard to score when they're that far ahead. Looks like it.
10 points, but still.
Now it's first down, say.
Okay.
All right. Looks like you'd fall on the ball 48 seconds. But this guy over there, he's going to try to score on you. But we'll see the day we get the shot at him.
Well, he's going for that 13-point rule, if it's a tiebreaker or whatever. Anyhow, it's going to be first down for El Dorado. The thing about it is you take a chance of losing a starter. Yeah. First down and 6 now from the Benton 6-yard line for El Dorado. Wide receivers out of the I formations, receivers each way. Turbeville hands off up the middle, and he's going to be down close to a touchdown, but no touchdown.
No touchdown.
And watch, they'll probably call a timeout.
And nobody played him this good
all year. Yeah. Clock running with 14 seconds. I'm really surprised that El Dorado hasn't called a timeout to go for it. They sure haven't, though. It surprises me.
4,
They're going to let the clock run out.
1. No, it's 11, isn't it? Well, let me tell you, we got nothing to hang our heads about. 24-14, that's better than I thought we could play them. Great ball game for us.
Let's take a 2-minute timeout. Our final score, El Dorado 24, Benton 14. We'll be back in 2 minutes.